My name is Kelly Dale with Off the Beaten Path, and this is your Must Know Monday for Monday, November 19th, 2018. So for the last 2 weeks, we've been learning about 3-drop peyote stitch. We've learned the odd count and the even count in those 3-drop patterns. But even before those 2 videos, I was already getting questions about alternative ways you can finish off loom bracelets, peyote stitch bracelets, pretty much any kind of bracelet, just a different alternative. And one question specific was how to use a slide connector clasp. And that's what I want to show you how to do today. So the first thing I did is I went on beadandbutton.com and I downloaded this totally free pattern. It is for the pumpkin patch bracelet. Here you are. And let's see, well, let me get my hands off of it, and that way you can see the designer as well. But it comes with your picture graph, and it also comes with a step-by-step word chart as well. And again, that's free at beadandbutton.com. But I went ahead and I made my bracelet, and now I want to show you how to put the ends on it. And the lady who designed this actually used the same kind of ends that I'm going to be showing you today. It's those ends right there. Now the cool thing about these are you can get them in different sizes and for different size beads, but most of them are going to come with a lobster claw clasp like this. But you can take those off and change it to any kind of clasp you want. So let me show you some of the different options you have as far as these slides are concerned. And then I want to show you how easy it is to use these. So as you can see, I already have one side attached here. And this specific clasp that I'm going to be using today is a 25 by 5 millimeter slide connector with extension clasp, and it comes with your 2 slides and your clasp. Now I have 2 sizes of these in the Beadsmith brand, which is this brand. The other size I have is a 13 by 5. Okay, so it's these, and these are good for almost up to a size 6 seed bead, so you can really use a lot of these. Now the Bead-A-Long company also has their version. They look identical to the Beadsmith brand. This size here is going to be a 25.4 millimeter, and again you can use up to a size 6 seed bead with these. The other size that they have is going to be a 20 millimeter, which is a 0.79 inches, and this is what it looks like. Now they also make Miyuki slide tubes, and these are smaller size tubes. You can see the diameter is very, very different in these tubes. This one is a 35 millimeter set. Here we have a 20 millimeter set and a 15 millimeter set. But basically these are made specifically for Miyuki size 11 seed beads. So you can see there how these look. Now if you'll notice, you'll see here that both ends on this clasp are open. The Bead-A-Long brand and the Beadsmith brand comes with one side closed and one side open. You can take your pliers and you can open up this side if you need to. But I want to show you how easy these are to use. Sometimes if you're doing like a like a square stitch or a loom stitch, sometimes you can slide these right over the last row and there's nothing special that you have to do. But sometimes, like this peyote that I'm going to do here, you see that you have the zigzag from your peyote, and there's not a way that I could just slide that tube right over these beads. So I'm going to have to do a square stitch over the beads that are sticking up. Now I want it centered, and I found the best way to center it is going to be to start my square stitch with the 3rd bead on the end here that's sticking up. So I have stitched to that point, and you can see I'm coming out of a white bead. there. So now I am simply going to pick up one white bead, and I'm going to come right back through that same bead so that it makes a little circle or a square stitch. And you can see that my new bead sits right on top of that. So for every one of these I add, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reinforce that stitch one more time. It's not necessary, but I do like the comfort in knowing that it has been reinforced. You can even do that another time if you would like. But now I'm going to go through the lower delica and then my upper delica here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick up one of my same color. I'm going to come back through the same bead again so that it makes a circle. And so you see it pops right there on top. And I'm going to do the reinforcement again. Now, if you wanted to use these on, say, like a 3-drop or a 2-drop peyote stitch, you can do that as well. You would just be doing your beads in sets of 3, just like I'm doing here. Okay, I'm going through the lower and now the upper. Okay, sorry about that. Duty called. Okay, so I went through the lower delica and now the upper delica. And again, I'm going to pick up another one. And I'm going to go back through the same bead to make a circle. And then I'm going to reinforce that bead once more. And I'm just going to continue working down the line. I'm going to go down through the lower delica and then my upper delica. And do my square stitch until I reach the 3rd bead here on the end, which is going to be my second purple one. So I'm just going to keep going to that bead. So now you can see that I have my beads square stitched across this last row here of my peyote stitch. And I have totally gotten rid of my thread, tied it off, done with it. And again, if you were doing like a loom or any other kind of stitch, you could square stitch over every bead along the top here if you wanted to. Like I said, they made these in different sizes, so I could have used a smaller one if I wanted to. But I just like the way this one looked, so that's why I chose to use it. So you can see here, maybe not. I'm going to stick my fingernail in here so you can see that there is a slit that runs down the center of this finding. And it's kind of hard to see just on the video, but it runs all the way this way. And then you can see my open tube here. It's closed on this end, open on this end. So I'm going to slide this clasp right over that last row of beads that I've done. And if I have a little bit of a hard time getting one of them in there, I'm just going to work with it a little bit. Don't force it. But so see, now all of those beads are slid down into my tube. And then I'm just going to take my pliers here and be very gentle because you don't want to bust any of your other beads that you have there, but be really gentle, and you're just going to take and you're going to press that tube completely closed so that now you can see this still moves, and that's totally okay with me because I have it centered actually with my beads. But you can see now how easy that was to slide that right over that square stitch, and the piece still looks really, really good with the clasp. Now, if I wanted to, I could take these clasps, this lobster claw, I could take this off and just attach a whole nother clasp to it if I wanted to. So that way, if it was easier for you with a toggle, then you would have a toggle and you would be set to go. Or even a magnetic clasp. So I hope you liked learning how to use these slide connector ends for your finished pieces. And Cindy DeGroot, I hope that this will help you also with your loom projects that you had asked me about. I did use my No More Oops bead tray today that you can find at lakesidejewelry.etsy.com. And if you use the coupon code Kelly Tray, Tray, in the comment box. She will refund your shipping charge for the bead tray. Also wanted to let you know that coming up November 23rd, 2018 through Monday, November 26th, 2018, we will be having our annual Christmas sale on our website, which is offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. And if you shop with us on those days and type in the coupon code the word Christmas, Chrisstmas, you are going to get 25% off your total purchase. Again, those sale dates were November 23rd, 2018 through November 26th, 2018. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.